What's up? Welcome to the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to explain to you how to get good at Call of Duty. This is probably going to be my biggest project I've ever done for a series of videos, but I happen to be number one in Call of Duty for several Call of Duties over the many years I've played. You're more than welcome to join the Discord and see for yourself. Now, yes, I am in Call of Duty Cold War, but what I'm going to teach you is going to work for any Call of Duty. Okay? In my personal opinion, the one thing you need to know is what type of system you are on. Are you on an Xbox? Are you on a PlayStation? Are you on a Switch? PC? What are you playing? Okay? And the reason why for your system is because you're going to define your gameplay off of your system. That means if you're on an Xbox One and not on an Xbox Series X, you're going to be a little bit behind because you're not going to have the best speeds as Series X. Or if you're on a PC, all consoles are going to be behind against somebody on PC. So that means our skill based is our skill on a controller is much more than a person on a mouse. If you have ever played Call of Duty with a mouse, it is instant. There's really no skill in that. You just, with a thumbstick, there's a little bit more skill involved. But when you're going up against somebody on PC, you're going to die a little bit more than often than they are going to, because, man, their speeds are just so much higher and faster than somebody on console. And I have beaten many teams that have been on PC, the whole lobby PC versus consoles. I've won many types of those games. Okay? I've also lost a few of them as well. So the reason for that is knowing what type of system you're on and then playing accordingly. When I get into a PC lobby, when I have crossplay on, I know, like, okay, there's a lot of PC guys in here. I'm going to slow my movement down a little bit because they're going to be on point very quickly. And you are going to pay the price against somebody on a mouse. 110%. Period. You're dead. Now, with somebody on console, you have room for error there. But when that enemy team has somebody on a mouse, you don't have no room for no error. You better be on point. Number two, you need to know this. Are you using an Ethernet cable? Are you plugged in? Are you hardwired? And how far away from you are from your router? Are you 3 feet next to it, or are you 50 feet away from it? Because that's the information flowing back and forth to your game, to your monitor. Are you on Wi-Fi? How far away are you from your Wi-Fi? Okay? Those things are all important to take into what you're going to do in the game of Call of Duty. If I'm on Wi-Fi and I'm in a match of search and destroy, I'm just not going to run out to the objective because I'm on Wi-Fi. I'm going to have a little bit of a delay. That 0.00 of that second. And I'm dead. And now I didn't kill somebody on the opposite team. Now I force my teammates to play a 5v6 or a 3v4, which is not good. I am forcing my team to step up and put them under pressure, and I didn't kill somebody else. Okay? So it's know what you're doing in those situations. If I'm on Wi-Fi, I'm going to push out. I'm going to post up a little bit more. I'm going to push out, push up, push out, post up. I'm going to be on point because I have to be, because I know I have that second of a delay. If you're using a controller that is Bluetooth, there's 0.000 of a delay in that. So I use Bluetooth, but I am plugged in. So I don't have that zero of a delay. Also, understand your hit boxes and your hit scans. Okay? When you put a scope on, you zero that in to shoot. There's a little bit of a delay. Okay? So, if I'm shooting at somebody and the bullet goes right past them with my scope on, I'm not going to hit them because of that scope. But if I take my scope off and I'm I'm using iron sights and that bullet was going right past their head, I'm going to hit them because I have a bigger hitbox with an iron sight. You're going to beam them in the head. So knowing those things are going to help your game out immensely, but play accordingly. Okay? Number 3. Do not ever listen to anybody who tells you you have to use these settings and you have to use these weapons with these attachments, with these perks. That is for their play style. That is for how they're running into the game. Are they plugged into Wi-Fi? Right? Are they just Wi-Fi only? Is that what they're playing on? Or do they have a PC? Or do they have, are they Ethernet in on their console? Because of that loadout, they're playing it according to their system. Okay? So that loadout may work for you, but you've got to play accordingly to your play style and what you're able to do within your limits. I don't play outside of my limits, ever. I play within my limits, but I have my play style. I get aggressive with it, but I know my limits. I know what my system can do and cannot do. Knowing those things, I don't run into a game thinking I'm going to be John Rambo, even though I do, because I'm going to play my play style. And that is for you to do too. You can copy somebody's loadout, but play it accordingly to your system, according to your specs, how far you are away. You know, like, yeah, I'm going to have that little bit of a delay. Let me slow it down some. And doing that, you're going to be a much better God Slayer in Call of Duty, 110%. If somebody's telling you to use a high sensitivity, yeah, you're going to be fast. You'll be able to turn around. But you're also going to miss some shots too sometimes. Because you got to compensate for that high speed of turning, moving, shooting. So find your sensitivity that you like to play with. Okay? If it seems low, turn it up one notch at a time. From a 4 to a 5 to a 6. Play one whole game at a 4. Play one whole game at a 5. Play one whole game at a 6. Play one whole game at a 7. Play one whole game at an 8. You get to a 9, like, ugh. Play a couple games with 9 until you get used to it. Or go right back down to an 8 if that's your setting. You also have to understand that when you run a heavier weapon, like an LMG, you can adjust your sensitivity because it's an LMG. It's a little bit more bulkier. You're a little bit slower with that. So when you increase your sensitivity, you'll be at the same sensitivity as if you were running with an SMG. Okay? So take those into account. Don't try to run and gun with an assault rifle or with an LMG, because you're probably going to get busted up with somebody with a shotgun and an SMG, or somebody who's posted. Okay? You got to take that stuff into consideration. Or if you're going to run a gun with an LMG, make sure you don't got to aim. You can just hip fire that bad boy. Okay? So take these things that I'm telling you right now into account. All of this right here. Okay? This is going to be my biggest project on this series. And I'm going to explain it to you in baby steps, in full detail, like I just did. Okay? So this is it for this video. I'm not going to hold you to it because I have a lot of information that I'm going to put out there for you guys to understand. I appreciate you for watching. If I have helped you, please leave that sub. It helps me. Please join the Discord. Be a part of the community. I am trying to grow it. And I am trying to help you guys, so help me. Alright? I know a lot of you are not going to hit that button, but that's okay. I'm still going to push this content out for those who do. And for those of you that do, this video is for you and for everybody. But it really goes out to you guys who are helping me as well. Alright, everybody out there, stay safe, be blessed, and thank you for watching. And catch me on the next one for this.